blockchain innovations, helping you stay ahead in the ever-evolving world of crypto. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing here is financial advice. Always do your own research before investing. Want exclusive insights? Join the Patreon, where I share buy and sell picks, market updates, and behind-the-scenes content. Hit that like, subscribe, and bell icon so you never miss an update. Let's ride the crypto wave together.
Hey, it's Crypto.XL. So, talking about the markets, where are we relative to where I thought we were going to be? Where are we now? And where do I feel that we're going? That all being said, no one knows for sure what's happening with the markets and exactly where we're going to go. We can only use experience with technical analysis and a slight understanding of the global and national themes and worldwide view that's pushing the markets. You know, like tariffs, embargoes, trade wars, interest rates. You know, whether or not we're in a recession. You know, things like this, the geo-economical factors that push the market. We could put all of this together and come up with an estimation of where we think the market is going. Also overlay that with the main thing, the most important thing, the foundation, is the technical analysis of the charts and the historical pattern of the markets, Bitcoin, the economic cycle, and the world global economic cycle, and the real estate cycle. And putting all of this together and guesstimating, and it still is a guess as to what we'll be doing and where we'll be going. All right. So now that all of that word soup is out of the way, let's look at where we're at. Because currently we're looking at Bitcoin flirting with 95K or trying to make 95K support. So the question is, are we going to get rejected at this 95K? Or are we going to use it as support right now? So far, we've been getting rejected, but the rejections that we've been having are not serious rejections. These are more. It's more just serving as resistance, and it's not serving as a hard rejection yet. I think the hardest rejection happened when we reversed to around 92K. And now it seems like we're getting higher lows edging up. So the entire market is bracing itself and is waiting for serious rejection to where we go down to the high 80s. Will this happen? Who knows? It's a possibility that it happens. If it does happen, be prepared for it and don't be surprised. And if it does happen, it doesn't mean that the bull market's over. It just means that we're dealing with normal support and resistance. That all being said, where are we in relative to where we thought we would be for Q1? I would say for Q1 of 2025, we expected to have an altcoin season. We expected Bitcoin dominance to fall and for the altcoins to go completely parabolic, and that has not happened. That all being said, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. Because it didn't happen in Q1 doesn't mean it's not going to happen. So I just think what we have is a slight delay. Do remember that Fed Chairman said that there is going to be a slowing down of quantitative tightening, and that's going to be happening in June by mid-year. Okay, and we're already in April. So I do consider this point an accumulation period. If you look at the top 10 excluding, if you look at the crypto market excluding the top 10 cryptos, you'll see that we're very close to the bottom. We started moving up, but we're still very, very close to the bottom, meaning that there's much more upside as opposed to downside. So this marks a really good period to accumulate and to continue to accumulate. We've already seen in the past week bounces in altcoins. Some of these coins have 2x already, and it shows you the potential. One of the coins that has not moved as much, it still moved, but it still has a really good leg, and it needs to play catch up, is Say. Say is a $1 billion market cap coin. If you look at how other layer ones have performed in past bull markets, top layer ones, I mean, it's very possible for this thing to hit 20 billion, from 1 billion to 20 billion. But it does really depend on the momentum from the market and how strong it goes up, right? So we don't know for sure that it's going to do this. We just know that it has a potential of doing so. Because we are in Q2 of 2025, that's leaving us less time to go parabolic in the bull market. Should the bull market end in Q4 of 2025, which technical analysis tells us that it's supposed to, because that's how the charts work. If it does end in Q4 of 2025, obviously the more we go into the year, we go into the month 5, month 6, etc., the less time we have to go parabolic, and the shorter the run can be. So how high can Say go? It depends on a number of factors. It depends on how much time we have left in the bull run. It depends on how much liquidity comes into the market. It actually does also depend on the global economic factors, such as what is Trump doing with this tariff war, and international relations, and how much money is in the economy, how much money is being circulated, and what are interest rates, and can people borrow? Is there enough credit in the market where average people can borrow money, and can they borrow more money than they were borrowing before? So all of these factors have to be in consideration, and these factors affect how many multiples you can get on your altcoin bags, right? So none of this is in a vacuum. Everything is related. What I do see in the short term, by short term I mean like within the next couple of months, is that we know that quantitative tightening, there's going to be a slowdown of that. And once that starts to slow down, that means that there's more liquidity in the system. That means that people are able to borrow more money, which means that there's going to be more spending, and that should mean that asset prices are going to go up, in particular the high risk assets that we deal with in crypto, and especially or mid cap and small cap altcoins. So they end up getting the rays from the sun after the trees, right? But they're going to get hit with some nice rays. But when they start growing, it's better to be in it before the rainwater and the sunlight and all of the nurturing comes in. It's better to plant your seeds early so you can reap the harvest. And everything is still on schedule. The fact that it was pushed out a little bit longer instead of Q1 and it's pushed back a little bit further doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It just means that now there's more time to accumulate. But when it does happen, the initial wave, the real wave, I'm talking about the wave where Bitcoin dominance falls, that initial wave could happen fast, and it could be a really, really strong, powerful green candle on the top 10, on the crypto market cap, excluding the top 10. That you can get a really, really big green candle really fast. And 1 week outside of the market could be the difference between a 20x versus a 10x or a 5x. So I will stay posted. I will be paying attention to the space, and I will be accumulating when I see the option to accumulate and to increase my bag size. because I do believe a lot of these altcoins are going to go really, really high, right? It really is just a matter of time, and it's also a matter of patience. And if everyone knew when this thing was going to move, everyone would just invest right before the market moves. The market is not going to be that simple. It's going to be here to mess with your mentality, to make you get out of the market at the wrong time, and to make you get into the market at the wrong time. So when things are the most bleak, and it looks like we're going into a recession, and there's a lot of economic insecurity, and there's a lot of fear, that's the best time to accumulate these altcoins. And when things are looking better and when things are looking up, when we get into greed and we're really far in the greed spectrum and we're green, that means that it's probably too late and you should wait for a pullback, right? But we're still neutral. We went from fear to neutral. So we will see what happens. But if you look at the coins that did not move yet, look at the coins that didn't get a head start. For the ones that had a head start that you really, really do want to accumulate, I would wait for a pullback, and I would just start getting in on the pullbacks on those coins, because the market leaders are still going to be the market leaders, and those will be good assets to hold. The issue is if they're already up 300%, you might not do as well on a coin that's already up 300% versus a coin that didn't start to move yet, right? Because you could end up getting a higher multiple on the coin that didn't move yet. And also do remember that nothing I said in this video or any of my videos are financial advice. It's just my opinion on the markets. And it's just insight from an investor who has some experience in the market and can give you some feedback. And it's up to you to make the decisions that are correct for you, because my risk tolerance might not be the same as yours, right? And I might be willing to take chances that you're not willing to take. The way I see the market is that if I make a wrong move, I could lose half my money. And if everything works out, I could get really, really high multiples that are not going to be, I'm not going to be able to repeat these multiples in the stock market or other places. So I'm willing to take that bet and willing to take that gamble. So if you're willing to watch how the story unfolds with me, make sure you stay tuned. Check out the channel. Check out the Patreon. You can see what I'm buying, when I'm buying, and how many multiples we're doing. This is Crypto.XL, and I'll see you at the top. Peace.
Welcome to Crypto.XL, your go-to spot for all things crypto. Here we dive into market trends, altcoin gems, and blockchain innovations, helping you stay ahead in the ever-evolving world of crypto. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing here is financial advice. Always do your own research before investing. Want exclusive insights? Join the Patreon, where I share buy and sell picks, market updates, and behind-the-scenes content. Hit that like, subscribe, and bell icon so you never miss an update. Let's ride the crypto wave together.